through here hundreds of times, but do we pay attention to the banners hanging here? And if we do we really know what they signify? Each admiral pictured on the banner has scored a 30 or better on the ACT. The national average is a 19, so obviously this is no easy feat. Getting yourself on a banner is certainly a goal, but the main purpose is to get money for college. Money starts kicking in with a score of a 20, and a score of a 24 or higher starts qualifying for tuition scholarships. Students who score a 29 or higher qualify as eminent scholar and receive grants for 4 years of college. As the state-required ACT approaches, it's time to start thinking about getting your score up. Not only are juniors doing ACT practice in class, but there is tutoring available after school as well.
The statewide junior ACT, so that is the ACT that Mississippi gives to every junior in the state, is on February 28th. And the sophomore ACT that is provided by Gulfport High School, so every Gulfport High School sophomore takes the ACT on March 7th. So the ACT team is offering tutoring every Wednesday after school leading up to those exams. The tutoring is in the library until 4:30, and any student who wants to attend can. You just need to sign up the day before in the library. There's a sign-up sheet there at Miss Nikase's desk, and you can sign up and then come to tutoring on that Wednesday afternoon. On February 27th, which is the day before the junior ACT, we will also be doing tutoring that day after school in the library, and you can sign up in the library the same way as you sign up for the others.
Real world experience. That phrase gets said a lot in education, and it's so important. It's where the most learning occurs. But just what does that actually look like? Students in the business, marketing, and finance class have been participating in an entrepreneurship project. During the last few weeks, Miss Lee's students were given the chance to see what is involved in running their own business. First, the young entrepreneurs had to determine what type of product was right for the market. They had to select a food or beverage that they thought would be ideal. But then they had to do the research. They created a survey to see how their product would appeal to the target market. Once they finalized their product, they did the research about expenses and market economics. The next step was to use the research data to set a price that would appeal to the customer while yielding a profit. All this information was compiled onto a business plan. The business owners then had to develop an advertising for the product. This was done through social media, flyers, and word of mouth. The project culminated with the sale of the products. Classes throughout the institutes came to the BMF class and had the opportunity to purchase the food and beverages the students were selling. The project was quite the learning experience, having taken the young entrepreneurs from the beginnings to the final stage of selling to the public. A perfect example of how students can learn by a real-world experience.
One thing that people always say about Gulfport High, we offer more choices to students than really any other school here on the coast, probably in the entire state. We have the Academic Institute. What other school has that? We offer many fine art classes and a variety of electives. We have forensics class. Only one other school can say they have that. We have Mandarin Chinese. No other high school in the state has that. However, we're always looking for ways to improve the educational experience and produce some of the best graduates around. So what kind of classes would students like to see added to Gulfport High?
Any class that I would take that we don't have here would be home economics.
Class we should add to GHS would probably be like barber school.
If I could add a class to GHS, it would be a cosmetology class.
I would take a sewing class.
And if they had any class I would take in Gulfport High, I would take barber school classes.
If I could take any class at GHS, it'd probably be like a fashion design class.
So if our school could get another class, I'll say like the aviation.
If I were to want any class to be in GHS, I would say welding.
Oh, home ec.
Okay, if I were to add a class to GHS, I think maybe a driving class.
I would most definitely take a dance class.
I think we should do majorette in fashion classes.
If I could, I would probably take a interior design class.
I would take an architect class.
Oh, I would add boxing.
I would take a fashion class.
I would take an interior design class.
Cosmetology class.
I think we need to take real estate.
If I could add a class, it would be driver's ed.
I would take an architecture class.
Astronomy.
If there was one class that they offered here that I could take, it would definitely be marine biology.
It'd be better to add a beauty class.
If we
could take a class it'd be hair braiding. Yeah.
If I could choose any class that we don't have here, it'll probably be like a photography class.
I think a cool class to add would be underwater robotics.
Etiquette class.